Empathy is a tricky thing because it is often a focusing emotion. You empathize with your family, you empathize with people who are closest to you, and often in order to protect them, you lash out at anyone who is seen to be a threat. Reading many of the writings on empathy that are out there, they seem to be concerned to maintain, for instance, boundaries. So you empathize with people, but you also maintain boundaries. You recognize that it is dangerous to just become sucked into other people's emotions. Brené Brown makes these sorts of points. Boundaries are hugely important. It can almost be stipulated definition. Empathy means this negative, dysfunctional form. And there are arguments about empathy that I think need to be engaged with a bit more carefully. Also, the arguments that are made for empathy are often about cognitive empathy, as he mentioned at the outset. Cognitive empathy, understanding people's perspective. And sometimes that includes a sort of emotional dimension that when you're dealing with a kid, for instance, you need to be able to see the world to some extent from their perspective in order to deal with them well. You need to understand, how do they experience this situation? Maybe they're feeling afraid and you're frustrated with the way that they're responding, but you need to get into their perspective upon the world, not to become absorbed into that, but to understand how they are experiencing things, address them at that level, and then calm them down. But that is an approach to empathy that I think is very helpful